1,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down,
and boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 20! It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards on the ground. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll try to run with Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, other side, solid.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Eagles.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a first down and then some. 32-yard pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run with Howard. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get 57. 50's the mark. Check back.
Now Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At the 17-yard line.
Mike 54. It's our field.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Trying the right side with Howard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Here we go. Waiting! Sunday!
From the gun, it's Wentz.
6-man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the...
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58, boy, 58, come on. Watch the out.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Watch twist. Hey, empty. Empty. Tight grip. Tight up. Check 37. Check 37.
On first down, it's Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. No. Off. Watch the safety creep.
On first, they go right back to Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Yeah, baby.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On the toss play, Howard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Defense, let's go. Here we go. 50.
Five.
I got him. Hey, Mike 50, Mike.
Run.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing is Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, Lou.
Wentz going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, team 6.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Mike, 120. Kill. Mike 50.
To throw, it's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What? 280. 53 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Fuck that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Sproles. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, Delta. I got it.
Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Great 15. Great 15.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it. Hey, 5-7.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Wentz now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cassius Marsh, excellent job on that play. A big, big loss, 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Corky, 82, Corky. Lion. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ziggy Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wentz going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on 1st down. Carson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's Carson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Don't be mad. You know what coming. You know where it
came from. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's going to be their defense that gets the